this is Reverend Don Lewis, coming to you from beautiful Florida. And today our question comes to us from Tika Carr. And Tika Carr has a follow-up to her earlier questions dealing with the afterlife, so we'll be continuing that subject today. And Tika asks, if a person has an anticipation of a negative or unpleasant afterlife, such as the Christian idea of hell, will that be what they perceive in the afterlife? And if it is, will it be something that is permanent or will it fall away quickly? And my answer to that is that I have always been taught that our perceptions have everything to do with what we will initially experience in the afterlife until we can see it more clearly for what it is. I will say, however, that I think that it is inherently positive in itself, and so therefore, even if we have negative expectations, I think they would be greatly at odds with the things we would be experiencing. I think most people would not have that experience, but I won't say it's not possible. But I think most people who are afraid of the afterlife actually become trapped between the worlds, and they have to work that out before they can really cross over, because they resist crossing over. But again, I do think expectation does play a role in what we perceive. And I've often said before, and will undoubtedly say in other vlogs as well, my favorite depiction of the afterlife is a movie called The Adding Machine from the late 60s. And this movie starred Milo O'Shea and Phyllis Diller, and it was about a man who murders his wife and expects to burn in hell forever because that's his background. But instead, when he is executed and dies, he wakes up in a carnival. And there are all kinds of wonderful things there for the taking. There are all kinds of people of every different kind. There are all kinds of things to do, and none of it at all jibes with his negative expectation. And it is, I think, a very good depiction of the nature of the afterlife, except that I would say that how we perceive it is very much colored by our expectations, but not what happens. And so I would say that even if one had very negative expectations, one would still have positive experiences. And when we talk about how we perceive it, it's more whether we perceive ourselves being in a forest or in a carnival or in a drinking hall or in any number of other scenarios, but the experiences will still be healing and positive. So I hope that answers your question and gives you something to think about, and until next time, may you blessed be. Today's vlog is brought to us by the term social contract.
Social contract. Social contract is a term used to refer to the laws by which society lives. We call it a social contract because law is an agreement of society, that is, created by society. Law is a codification of the terms under which we are willing to avoid fighting with one another and to respect our neighbors. The book religions have claimed that law is a matter of divine revelation, and that has been used to destroy other societies. Even today, some of them want to impose Bronze Age values on a Space Age society, claiming that divinely revealed law cannot change. But Wiccan religion recognizes that law is a creation of humankind, one which grows and changes as our understanding expands. We call it a contract because, to be just, law must be a two-way street between government and people, an equal agreement. A just law must be agreeable to both government and society, and neither church nor state should impose laws without the consent of the people.